kind of take a step back, look at what we have, and we start going to work. We got to see where our weaknesses are, where our strengths are, work off of those, and really just improve where we can.
What about the offensive line?
Okay, offensive line as a whole, I think the left side is going to be stout, like I said. We got Landon coming back, and then the right side is going to be just as good. I think the offensive line is going to be a bright spot in this offense this year, I believe.
How does it make your job easier having Landon next to you?
Of course, yeah. I was telling another guy, I said it's like a safety blanket for me. It's easier for me to do my job when I know that Landon has my back. So having him back is really just mentally, I think it's more pleasing than physically. Last year we had a good guy out there, but this year I think we'll do a lot better.
What was your reaction when you found out you were going to get to come to SEC Media Days?
Super excited. I'm an Alabama boy, so coming down here, I've had a few family members come by and see as well, so it was good to see them. I'm just honored that Coach thinks that I'm a leader on this team and that I deserve to be here because of all the hard work I've put into it, so I'm just happy to be here.
Who did you cheer for growing up here?
I think I was an Alabama fan, but I kind of dropped that quick once I realized that I was going to be playing college football. I was like, well, you can't be biased towards the team, so I dropped it pretty quick.
Was there any hard feelings whenever they never came calling?
There's a chip on my shoulder for sure. I want to make them, regret that decision, but no hard feelings.
Logan, we've heard a lot about your trash talking abilities over the years. What would you say to these people who are counting you guys out, who are assuming that you're going to take a step back this year?
Yeah, I would just tell them to take another look, and if not, just get ready because we're going to take them on a ride this year. You can predict whatever you want, but we're going to be a hell of a good football team this year.
Logan, without Benny, are you guys going to be a different offense, you think, this year?
I think we're going to do whatever we need to do. I don't know. Currently, we haven't started camp yet, so I don't know if we're going to be run heavy, pass heavy, but I know that Coach Grant's going to put us in the best situation to win games. So if we need to run the ball, we're going to run it. If we need to pass it, we're going to pass it. I think we're going to do whatever we need to do.
What about Terry? What about the experience that he got last year being the starter? What have you seen from him? What kind of jump do you expect him to make this year?
Yeah, having Terry back there, he's been working his tail off this offseason, in the weight room, out throwing 7-on-7. So I think he's going to have a huge year this year. He's going to be ready to make a difference, and that's what we need on this team. He's going to be a leader, and he's going to be a leader vocally and physically. He's going to show other guys how to do it right, and it's going to be a great thing for us.
Scoop said a few months ago that you were a guy who had received some NFL attention. Kind of what feedback did you get back from them, and how serious were you about possibly going?
My serious level, not very. I promised my mom I was going to get that degree, so I graduated in May with my degree. What were they saying? It was just talking about pros and cons. They do a grade or whatever, and I think they had me anywhere from 3rd to 7th, so that's pretty wide. It doesn't mean very much to me. But yeah, they just told me, work on your hips, work on your hand placement. So just tips and reminders to do for this year.
John brought up your trash talking. When the defensive lineman is across from you, what do you like to focus on? Is it do you bring up their inadequacies? Do you bring up their mothers? What's your typical strategy?
No, I try to find their weakness. I'm not going to trash talk, first play of the game, but I'm gonna see where you're weak, and then I'm gonna expose that, and then I'm gonna make you feel embarrassed. So I really I think that playing offensive line it's a double whammy. You got to really intimidate them and play with their mind, and you got to beat them physically. So
when you're chirping at practice, who is your favorite target?
I love chirping at Phil Hoskins, and he's going to laugh if you post this and then he sees it. I love chirping at him, though, and he loves doing the same. We just we're always back and forth with each other. So
it's like who can get the best of who.
Exactly, and it's usually because of one-on-one drills, So one guy got the better of the other, and then the other one's mad, and so it's fun, though. It's all competition.
Do you think you can get under people's skin by chirping at them?
Oh, I believe I can, yeah. I believe if you're focusing on me more than what you're supposed to be doing, I've won that battle,
Have you noticed times in games where they get frustrated and you feel like the chirping or talking has had something to do with that?
Exactly. I wouldn't do it if I didn't think it worked. So I've definitely I've seen some type of progress in what it's doing. I see some benefit in it. I find that it really helps me because it makes me mad, and so when I'm mad, I play harder and I really want to get the better of that man.
Is there ever a fine line about where not to go too far, and how do you learn where that fine line is?
Definitely a fine line. We're working on that this offseason. Coach Schlarman has expressed his. We won't get any personal fouls this year, I promise you that. Because if I do, I probably won't be living the next day. So.
But is that a balance where, like you say, you feel like you play better when you're aggressive,
I do.
Even mean, but you can't go too far?
Exactly. It's a fine line. I gotta learn how to walk it. I haven't learned yet, so hopefully I can learn this year.
Did you all? How often did you all watch Bunchy's Florida Pancake in the film room?
Yeah, we loved it. You know, he loved it too. He wouldn't shut up about it. He talked about it all the time. But we love Bunchy, so I'm just glad he's doing well and he's getting an opportunity to do what he wants to do. So,
do you have a preference on are you drive block? You like getting to that next level and
Yeah.
double down, or are you pulling? What's your preference?
I love just down blocking initial, just hitting on that nose or that three. You know, I love the initial contact and being able to drive my feet.
Logan, you